Hello, everyone, and welcome to... Nah, fuck it. You get a special intro, boy. You get a special intro. I can see you on that webcam with that AC/DC shirt on. You sexy little man.
No,
You're like, why the fuck is this not a normal intro?
I would be sexy with or without the AC/DC t-shirt. So.
I think you should actually take that fucking shirt off.
I will.
Holy shit. And this is the first podcast that we're doing drunk.
Yeah.
It feels fucking strange. I'm not going to lie. This social isolation shit. It feels strange seeing you through a webcam without no fucking shirt on. And that is glorious. I'm just going to keep looking at that. But this is the world we live in, mate.
I actually normally charge for webcam viewing, so my lawyers will get into contact with you. But
onlyfans.com.
Yeah, onlyfans.com.
Thank you.
But social distancing thing's weird. I feel weird getting wasted over webcam, but so I'll get wasted with or without the webcam anyway.
With the boys? Fuck yeah, get around it.
Internet boys count, right?
Yeah, fuck it. So we were just talking before. I'm just going to jump straight into this because fuck it. What's your fucking favourite gig of all time? Give me your 3 favourite gigs. I asked Nate the other day, so because we go to gigs together all the time, I just want to know what your 3 favourite gigs are of all time. I like to call you the gig encyclopedia because I don't remember shit. I get a Dory from Not Finding Nemo brain and I can't remember shit.
You also look like Dory, so I would say Architects and Stick to Your Guns in 2014, I think it might have been. Can't even got
dates. It's bullshit.
Might be out. Yeah, 2014 or 15 it was. Mm-hmm. And Jesse from Stick to Your Guns was chilling at the merch table and Steve was too scared to talk to him, so I went up and made him get a photo with him.
Yeah, that was actually my profile picture, I think, for a while.
It was. And then...
Our old Facebook.
Yes, and then second favourite... Oh, no, these in no order, but seen Architects at Corner Hotel on like a Tuesday in September 2012.
Was I there for that one?
I don't think so.
Who was the...
Because I went tour with Amity with Stray from the Path, but then...
I'll never forget that Amity gig where they headlined and they played with fucking Stick to Your Guns and Chelsea Grin. Fuck, that was bad. That crowd performance was horrible.
Yeah, but yeah, because like it was Architects and Stray from the Path on the Amity thing, and then they done a random sideshow on a Tuesday at the Corner Hotel without Amity, so it was worth going to.
What are you drinking there, buddy?
Bat virus, Corona,
Coronas. He's got it on special, do you?
Yeah, and then the third gig that comes to my mind is right before North Lane got super big. They played at Crover Lounge in Ballarat.
I do. I most definitely remember that.
It was a good old time.
Can I add in a special one? Make Them Suffer at the Loft.
Ooh, yes.
How heavy were they then?
And we'd just seen them play Unify a week before, so it was weird going from, seeing them play in front of 5,000 people to them
50 people at Warrnambool, at a Loft.
No, it was like 100 people, get it right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like to call you the gig encyclopedia. For anyone listening, that we're just jamming our favourite fucking gigs that we've been to over the time. So we've been listening to heavy music for 10 plus years, both of us, I think.
Yeah.
What was the first gig you ever went to? Was it AC/DC?
AC/DC on the Black Ice Tour.
Holy fuck, that is insane. I was there for that.
And then, I remember
this is before I knew you.
Yeah, we went to like 5 gigs before we knew each other, which is really weird.
Do you know what the other ones were?
Red Shore and Warrnambool. And I'm pretty sure there's one other one.
You literally, like, for anyone listening, the reason I call him the gig encyclopedia is pretty obvious because he fucking remembers all the gigs. Whereas me, we've been to so many gigs that I get Dory brain and I can't pull them from a fucking strainer.
Yeah, but AC/DC was like the first concert. And I was like, oh, mosh pits aren't too bad. And then I went to Soundwave the week after. Were you
standing for AC/DC?
Yeah, I was.
See, I went with my family. That's the trouble. I went with my mum, Steve, and K-pop. And we were all sitting down because mum bought the tickets. And we were literally the fucking back row, like ZZ.
Oh, really? Fuck that. So I walked in with me mum and stepdad. I was like, catchers. Went in the mosh. And I was like, it's not too bad. And then the week after, I went to my first Soundwave, and turns out mosh pits are a good and bad time.
Yes. And did you just say something about dad catcher?
Nah. Fuck no.
Oh, it's just that's what my dad said to me when I was younger.
Your dad didn't say anything to you because he's never met you.
So we like to roast each other. We're going to roast each other here. Like, for example, I could say, Corey, you're just a twig, mate. You're not big enough.
Never big enough.
So we wrote down a few things that we want to talk about. Corey's a big WWE fan. You'd probably say not for the last few years, or would you say?
I probably wouldn't say for the last 10 years or more.
Yeah.
Like.
But you've got a pretty good knowledge. You've got a Ben Ryan Simpson's knowledge, I would say.
Yeah.
Or pretty decent knowledge.
Oh, goes all right.
You got a few mates that same thing?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, fuck it. Do you want to jump straight into WWE?
Man, it's your podcast, up to you.
Yeah. Well, it actually is technically the world's podcast. It's Baby Jesus' podcast as well. So.
Well, we are actually recording on Good Friday, not good for Jesus.
Ooh, it is Good Friday, actually. Yeah. Lucky you told me to go get some bevs last night, actually, because I was going to go get some Canadian clubs today, but it's fucking closed, I assume. I
really wish I didn't tell you so I could watch you cry, but hey.
That's beautiful. I like watching you cry too.
Whatever makes you come.
So let's just jump straight into WWE or WWF.
Yeah, WWF.
Do you mind talking about why the fuck they changed their name from WWF to WWE?
So, like, in the UK, the World Wildlife Foundation...
Also,
like,
I'm taking my fucking shirt off too.
Please don't. So, in 2002, I think it was, the World Wildlife Foundation in the UK filed a trademark for it, and the only deal they could come up with was either the World Wildlife Foundation was going to blackmail them $40 million to have the lawsuit go away, or in the UK, they'd have to change their name. So they're like, fuck it, we'll just change our name completely. Like, otherwise it's a pain in the ass.
So it was World Wrestling Federation changed to World Wrestling Entertainment.
And now they're just WWE.
Yeah.
Because they got music studios and that, so they're not just wrestling.
I actually brought up a page here that has some interesting WWE facts. I just want to know your knowledge of WWE, if you're actually just aware of these things. Okay. Jake the Snake Roberts never won a single belt in his WWE career.
Correct.
One of the owners of the WWE, Vince McMahon, was the best man at Shane's wedding. That's fucking stupid. Of course it is, you fucking idiots. The Rock, Chavo Guerrero, and Randy Orton, I didn't know this, are WWE's third generation superstars.
Correct.
So who... Wait, for that one, who's Chavo Guerrero's dad?
I'm trying to think.
Third generation, what does that mean? It means
so
like...
grandfather, dad, then him.
Yeah.
But like they're mostly in Mexico, but obviously Chavo's uncle was Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
So then
I assume that they would have had someone up in the family that wrestled back in the day.
And then like The Rock, it was his grandfather, then his dad wrestled for WWF, and then The Rock.
Does The Rock look like his father?
No, not really. He's like his father on absolute steroids.
Steroids are not real.
Give us some.
Actually, I'm pretty sure, just looking at that bot over there of a webcam, steroids are real.
I've never done steroids, so, but help a boy out.
The Honky Tonk Man and Jerry Lawler are real cousins.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. King Booker, or Booker T, Chris Benoit, and Bret Hart are the only triple champions in the WCW and WWE.
How would you declare triple champion, though?
So, they have won every major WCW and WWE belt.
Yeah, but Chris Benoit's not real.
Chris Benoit is not real, people. We can jump into that conspiracy theory later. That'll be
Definitely.
fun. WrestleMania 1 is the only WrestleMania which is not a featured WWE Championship match.
Oh, no, I wasn't even thought of back then, man. Like,
you were literally a fucking sperm in your father's...
I don't even think I was produced in the ball sack by then.
For sure. Do you want to know a random fact?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's name is Trevor. and his last name is Holton. And the only reason I know that is because it's on my birth certificate. And he was a ranger. So that means that I could have been, in theory, a ginger named Stephen Holton.
Well, that would suck because you're ugly enough. You don't need the red hair.
Well, Jesus Christ, that's a bit rough.
A bit rough. Imagine getting absolutely destroyed by the sun every day. No offense to redheads.
No, every offence to redheads, especially redhead stepchildren.
Oh, no, I'm pretty pasty. I get sunburnt.
The other thing I wanted to mention to you, we'll go through a few WWE matches of yours that you like.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Oh,
Top 5 matches. Come on. The best part about this is if anyone is listening to this and they're going, oh, those cunts are talking about WWE, don't even pretend like you don't like WWF. Don't pretend like you don't love Stone Cold 316 and The Rock. Okay. Because you do.
Okay, I'll go top 3 because it's what I can think of at the moment.
Yep.
WrestleMania 25, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker.
Who won?
I'm not going to give spoilers.
What
if people
I'm
watch
not going to give
this?
spoilers from 10 years ago.
No, WrestleMania 17, the TLC match. And then this one's a different...
Wait, is WrestleMania TLC, is that the one with the Dudley Boys and the Edge and Christian and stuff like that?
Yeah, Edge, Christian, Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys. But
can you give us a spoiler who won that one?
No, I won't. And then this one's from a different company, but it is from Impact, TNA. It's a triple threat match. Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles.
I know. I remember you talking to me. The reason I want to talk about WWF and WWE, I occasionally will... I haven't watched WWE for many years. Obviously, we've had a couple of WrestleManias together.
Yeah.
That was fucking fun. God, that was fun.
Remember
when I spewed all over the fucking curtain and spewed all over the dog and fed it cheeseburgers.
Well, that was the one where I broke my wrist by falling off the ladder.
Yeah. I love WrestleMania. Even although, did you watch this year's WrestleMania without the? So this is the first time that they've done a pre-tape recording. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was like they pre-taped it because of this virus going around. But I skimmed through it, but like it didn't do much. Like, you know, I haven't watched the product in years, so the only time I really mainly watch it is on their biggest event. Because me and a bunch of boys get together and get wasted, so it's more of a drinking session than anything.
I think that there's something beautiful about the boys getting together for a WrestleMania event, just having drinks and just watching some fucking wrestling.
The best thing is it starts at like 9 a.m, so everyone's drinking 9 a.m. on a Monday morning. And it's like, man, is this what life would be like on the dole? Because it would be great.
Beautiful. So basically because of, people... There's going to be some people on the dole now, isn't there?
Unfortunately, but drink up. You know, you guys paid tax for ages. Get your money back from the government.
This was one of the things that I wanted to do with this podcast. I want to take it in certain directions. I've mentioned that, we're sinking tins and getting on it. This is fun. You know, I want to do different things. I want to maybe get people, if they're listening, to host their own podcasts. I just want to try different things. But yeah, it's good to have you on.
Cheers for inviting me on.
That's fine, mate. But also you're small.
Doubt that.
Number 27 is the luckiest number, as it is won more Rumble matches than any other till now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I actually did look at something the other day. It was the most ring time for any person ever.
Is it?
The answer is Daniel Bryan. He came in at a Royal Rumble. However, this was a Royal Rumble that was a 50-man, not a 30-man.
40-man.
40-man, was it?
Yeah.
So they still technically counted it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, originally I had like 3 Royal Rumbles that weren't even on pay-per-view. They just used to be a house show thing that weren't televised.
So, The Undertaker, Lesnar. Let's jump straight into it. Fuck it. Was that the most shocking thing you've ever seen?
Oh, for wrestling, yeah.
Yep.
I wouldn't say like in my life. Like, if that's the most shocking thing you've seen in your life, you are one sheltered motherfucker and get out of the house.
One thing that I would say that you probably didn't see coming was your uncle.
No comment. Just to clarify, that's a joke. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We've got to clarify here that that's a joke because people get offended these days, so that's fine. Owen Hart and Bret Hart, are they related?
yeah, they're brothers.
Which was the cunt that killed him? Oh, he didn't kill himself, but he died.
Owen Hart at Oval Edge, 1999. He fell from the ceiling.
That is insane. What actually happened there?
So he was meant to be he was in a zipline thing, and he was meant to go down to the crowd via the roof, and he's accidentally hit the eject button, fell 80 feet, and hit the ring, and you don't
Holy
survive
fuck.
that fall.
So obviously, everyone knows that wrestling. I don't like the word fake.
Predetermined.
Predetermined is the better way to say it. Now, did they break character because of Owen Hart's death?
Yeah, they had to cancel a few matches, but the show went on. So, they said this isn't a work. This is real life. We got a situation, and then he died while the pay per view was going on. And when the announcer said he had died, he literally only found out 2 seconds beforehand.
That is insane. Yeah, it's crazy that someone would die on the job like that.
Yeah, he probably just shouldn't die on any job. So.
Do you have anything else that you want to put in for wrestling?
Nah, just if people say why would you watch it, it's suspension of disbelief. Why do you watch Law and Order? It's still fake.
Yeah.
Everyone to their own. I haven't watched it in 10 years, but back in the day it was good shit.
Has John Cena won the most amount of titles?
No, he's tied with Ric Flair for 16.
And so he hasn't won the 17th yet?
No.
Do you think that he will?
No. I don't think he'll win it.
So you think they're going to keep it tied?
Yeah.
That's part of the
it's a legacy,
prestige,
man.
Yeah. Yep. Fuck it. Let's lead into how we're talking about Chris Benoit, right?
Yes.
Well, we probably shouldn't, but yeah, it's probably illegal. Chris Benoit, the story behind Chris Benoit.
So Chris Benoit was a wrestler for WWE, and over a weekend he killed his wife and kid after this dude was on this guy. He had a brain the age of a 70-year-old. He pretty much just went mental from all the concussions over his life.
Dude, if you say wrestling is fake, fuck you. Go do a wrestling match.
That's it. If you say wrestling's fake, look at all the concussions and stuff. But yeah, Chris Benoit lost his mind over a weekend. Kurt Angle. Yeah, Chris Benoit, after years of head trauma, just finally he went mental and he killed his wife and kid, and it's the darkest thing to ever happen in wrestling. Nearly killed the industry. And
he's been blacklisted from.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest wrestlers ever, and WWE he never existed. And I reckon if he knew he would be blacklisted, because he just wanted to leave a legacy, he wouldn't have done what he done. What
is the conspiracy theory behind Chris Benoit?
So Chris Benoit's wife used to be married.
So what's the official story? Sorry, so he killed his wife. Killed his children.
So Chris Benoit went nuts, killed his wife, killed his kid, went and killed himself.
That is insane.
Yeah,
that's joining the 27. Oh wait, no, you can't because there's kids.
Yeah. But the conspiracy theory is Chris Benoit's wife used to be married to a guy called Kevin Sullivan, and he booked an angle where they got divorced and she went with Chris. And life imitates art imitates life.
Sure.
So in real life, his wife, Nancy was the name, left Kevin, went to Chris.
Wait, wasn't there a Nancy that was in a wheelchair or something?
No, I know of.
What was it was Linda.
Yeah, Linda.
No, sorry.
But yeah, so Nancy in real life, they say, Kevin booked his own divorce, left to go to Chris, and then the suspicion always is that Kevin killed the whole family as revenge.
Yeah, okay. Yep. 3 favourite wrestlers of all time, just before we switch over. Well, fuck it, make it 5. 5 wrestlers of all time, why you love them the most. In order.
Ooh.
I'm putting you on the fucking spot here.
Jeff Hardy, because he's a spot monkey, just absolutely mental. AJ Styles, because his work rate is phenomenal. Undertaker, because it's the Undertaker. Shawn Michaels, because once again, work rate is amazing.
Sexy boy.
And he's a sexy boy. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I don't need to explain that one.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I guess we can just jump straight into fucking conspiracy theories because we were just talking about it. So what we're here for, this is the main thing, and this is why I'm so excited for today's episode, because we're going to jump into conspiracy theories. And the best part about it is that me and Corey aren't going to agree on some of these things. We're going to fucking roast each other.
I don't agree on most things you do, but hey, I'll still put up with you.
That's beautiful. Hey.
Unlike you.
Wait, we can get married now. It's 2020.
As if your missus would allow that.
Ooh, maybe I'm going to have to do Tiger King fucking 3-way marriage.
Yeah, nah, King.
King?
Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll jump straight into Tiger King. Carol Baskin, she fucking killed that cunt.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight up, we're agreeing on. We're gonna agree on some things. We're not gonna agree on some things.
For sure, like she married some dude worth millions of dollars. He goes missing, marries someone else. And she done our boy Joe dirty.
Absolutely, and Joe is an upstanding citizen.
I wouldn't say upstanding citizen, but does not deserve 22 years in jail. That's for sure.
The fucking thing I just read on Reddit the other day. It was quite funny. Apparently, they reduced or edited the amount of racism that Joe had in the show.
Classic. There's a new episode coming out next week, so I'm pretty keen.
I'm sure 99% of the people that listen to this have seen Tiger King. We're in self-ISO. We need some white trash TV. Fucking get around it.
I will just say, if you do plan on watching, if you haven't seen it yet, the first episode is probably a bit slow. Stick with it. And then last 10 minutes, hard left turn, and you're hooked.
Last 10 minutes of the first episode?
Yeah. Not
and
the whole series. I'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah. It's a solid one, isn't it?
It's not. Yeah, it's good.
There's a few different people. I'm sure I literally got asked before, what's some good series to watch? Because people are on fucking self-isolate. So Netflix will be killing it right now.
Yeah, it'd be a good time to buy shares in Netflix.
Oh, no. Actually, maybe not, because you got to think of production.
Yeah.
They'll probably close production on things.
Fuck it. I'm not in the share market anyway, so.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's jump straight into some other conspiracies. Now, excuse me on the other line if you do hear us clicking here, because we are Googling a little bit on the side. I did ask Corey on the other webcam to bring up some stuff. Have you got some stuff there, buddy?
I've got a couple of things.
Yep.
So the main one...
Fuck it. You're the host now. Let's go.
I'm the host.
Let's go, Daddy.
Okay, this one's going to sound...
I shouldn't say let's go, Daddy, should I?
Yeah, because you never met yours, so...
That's right.
The main one that I want to bring up, not many people know about, is the fact that the Titanic wasn't the Titanic that sunk.
All right. Give me a fucking bit of a rundown about this one. Before you mentioned it to me, I had no idea about this one.
Okay, so with the Titanic, it had a sister ship called the Olympic. Now, the Olympic ran into a Royal Navy warship called HMS Hawke, and the company was meant to pay for the crash essentially. So pretty much what they weren't going to pay him. So
so basically, what you're saying?
Yeah.
Titanic conspiracy.
Sorry, the beer went down my throat wrong.
So don't worry about it, mate. I literally took a piss the other day and just kept it running. Who gives a fuck?
So pretty much the company who owned the Titanic wasn't going to pay him back, and the Titanic was still being built at this time. So they pretty much just changed the names over.
JP Morgan, here we go.
Yep. So JP Morgan is the company, and they weren't going to be making money if the Titanic wasn't running and if its sister ship was being repaired. So they done quick repairs and took out a huge insurance thing.
Yep, that's fact.
Yeah.
That's fact.
From I'm trying, West Fargo might be the company name.
Yep.
And sent it out to sea, and it hit an iceberg, and they knew what was going to happen. And the thing is, you can see in photos so the Titanic had real round windows at a certain space apart.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympics was closer than the Titanic, so like closer together and more square. If you look at the footage on the Titanic that's on the ocean floor, it's square and closer together.
I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know whether I'm in on this one or not, but that's interesting. That's interesting shit. Do we just switch to, fuck it, 9/11? It's the biggest conspiracy theory. Well, it's not the biggest conspiracy theory, but it's the one that people that are conspiracy theorists keep jumping back on to 9/11.
Is it a conspiracy theory if it's true?
I would assume that the main conspiracy theory behind 9/11 is that it was not terrorism.
No, it was a false flag affair.
All right, so for anyone wondering about 9/11, about whether you believe that a country would do a false flag on their own people, I strongly urge you to look up a thing called Operation Northwoods. It was a proposed false flag operation against the Cuban government that originated within the US Department of Defense. Now, this is real. This was documented stuff. And, of course, I've fucking heard this on Joe Rogan, of course. DMT, elk meat. But, yeah. If Operation Northwoods is a real thing, you just Google it on the other side, eh, Corey?
Yeah.
Yeah, Operation Northwoods. I believe it was during the Kennedy era this happened. In about 1960-something? 62?
1962, the CIA wanted to commit an act of terrorism against the American military
and blame the Cuban government.
And blame the Cuban government. And they were, this is real, like they literally went to JFK.
Yes.
And he was like, no. Like, so if you don't think the government hasn't done it or wouldn't do it, there's evidence right there.
I think we're going to tend to agree on some things like breach of privacy and stuff like that. I think me and you are going to probably, Cambridge Analytica stuff through Facebook about user data being sold. That's real. Like, these things are real.
There's no such thing as privacy anymore, man. Like, if you got a phone in your room, it's going to be listening to you. Like, for example, when we were driving to Unify together.
Yeah, this is insane. I'm sure this has happened to other people.
We were talking about a real specific gig on a specific date. And
what was it? Do you recall?
Ghost Inside, July 13th. Was the actual...
You fucking gig encyclopedia.
Was the date.
Give us a flex.
Was the date we're talking about. And Steve literally typed in the Ghost Inside. And the next thing Google brought up was July 13th.
There's not a chance that would be the next thing.
Yeah, so it definitely does listen to you.
Microphones listen. So I've got my phone right here. Fuck off, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, you sure showed him. as you're speaking into a microphone.
Got him. So 9/11, where do you stand on it? What do you think?
Oh, false flag affair for sure, man.
I feel like America definitely needed a reason to go to war in the Middle East. Whether it was the US government or whether it was... I just don't believe the official story. I think there's too many holes in it, and I think there's a lot of people that would agree with that.
It's like they fell down. Why did Tower 7 fall down?
Like, I'm sure you would have seen... It's been ages since I watched September 11 stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've gone through that phase where you look through all the documentaries and shit like that. And, you see the things about how the fucking tower fell so fast. Was it a demolition?
Oh, for sure, man.
Was it cut,
Because a plane that was bigger hit the Empire State Building like 50 years beforehand, didn't fall down. And the Empire State Building is an old building and didn't fall down, man.
It's interesting shit.
I reckon the government and like all these like bigger people, there's so much shit that goes on that we wouldn't know about.
Oh, well, we can lead into this is a segue straight into the Illuminati and the elites. How far do you think it goes?
we'll never know, man.
We will never know, right? Obviously, we know that, for example, by net worth, people like Bill Gates and stuff are like the richest people on the earth. But how the fuck do we know that there aren't elites that are worth way more money?
We don't. That's the thing. Like, it's like every time you watch the news, you got to remember you're listening to someone tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to judge it for yourself.
Yep.
Like, not everything's 100% fact. Like I say, don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Yeah. I just want to go back just quickly. No, fuck it. Let's go forward. I just lost it then. So 9/11. What do you think?
Oh, inside job for sure.
Okay. Yep, we're there. So we agree on the first one.
Yeah.
Let's go one that we don't agree on, because I know that we won't agree on this. Holocaust revisionism. Okay. I'm just reading this off a website. Despite overwhelming evidence and an apology from Germany decades ago, revisionists continue to claim that nearly 6 million Jews were not killed by Nazis during the Holocaust. Iranian president, for one, has called the Holocaust a myth and suggested that Germany and other European countries, rather than Palestine, provide land for a Jewish state. What do you think about this? Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I think if you're a Holocaust denier, completely, like it didn't exist, you are just dumb as fuck.
Like, Holocaust happened for sure. Like, if you don't believe it happened, you're an idiot. Like, it definitely happened. Like, I'm not saying like 6 million people didn't die. Like, they probably did, but there's also evidence that says they didn't. But once again, it's the 1940s when it happened. Like,
sure.
No one knows the truth.
But
I would say probably 6 million Jews did die.
It's sure. Like the fucking coronavirus numbers now. How do we know that fucking China isn't underreporting like crazy?
Well, originally China said they didn't even have it. And now, Wuhan's open and people are still dropping dead every day.
They are fucking crazy over there. Imagine if we had a social system like they did.
Oh, it's going this way, the way the government controls us, man. Trust me, when this virus is over, we'll still be in lockdown.
You reckon?
Oh, for sure. They're not going to release they're not going to give us our freedom back.
Do you think that there's stage 4 lockdowns coming in?
I just think this is life now, man. Like, this stage 3, this is it.
No,
like, they're going
this
to
is
control
bullshit. I want to go skating.
Mate.
Hey, Vito, we're going skating.
I tell you what, man, they can take our freedom, but they can't take our toilet paper.
They can't take our toilet paper or our sanitary wipes. Wait, yes, they can.
Someone is. I go to the supermarket and there's none there.
Have you been to the supermarket lately, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, I went to...
Steph's been the last couple of days.
I went to one, and like it was entry one door, exit the other, and I had like a big lineup, like you were going to the pub. I was like, do you want me ID or what? Like,
Speaking of pubs, God, I wish you were there for the fight that I got in at the Kelly.
No, I don't fight, man. So.
No, but you will back me.
Oh, yeah, I would have got my ass handed to me, but I would have backed you for sure.
That story is great for anyone listening that has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. One night after my work party, I decided to get really fucking wasted, go to the Kelly, which is a pub, in town.
Bit rough.
And, play some pool and decided to fight 8 people at once. Did a classic, as it's known. And I was so drunk that I fucking couldn't do shit.
I don't think you started the fight, though, so it's all right. But my dad always told me never play pool with strangers over money.
Well,
because
that is a fucking good rule.
Because the reason is, one time when he was away for work, he was playing pool with like some dude he just met against another 2 people, and the fight broke out. My old boy could handle himself, and then the guy come back with a gun. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, so Dad's like, never play pool for money, and I never have.
Yep, that's a fair call. Let's go to another conspiracy theory, boy. Let's go to one that's fucking dumb as fuck. That surely you don't believe in this. If you believe in this, I'm going to come over to your house and punch you in the nose. Reptilians.
Lizards are real, but I don't think the Queen's one. Like,
just put it out there. If I could have sex with anyone, if I was single, it would be the Queen.
Oh, for sure, bro.
For sure, I'd stick it in the Queen.
For sure, she's worth billions of dollars. Like, I don't have to love her. I just have to love her bank account.
And you can love her gummies.
Yeah, I just want to send it to Prince Charles. Like, you'll never be king. I'm king now.
You're holding the kingdom over Prince Charles. Fuck you. I'm rooting your mum.
Come suck the king's dick.
Okay. We're going to do a side turn here again. Chemtrails and HARP.
HARP, there's like absolute evidence of it.
I can't remember what HARP stands for. Let me just Google that shit.
Because
High Frequency Active Oral Research Program.
Because there's a big one off the coast of, on the coast of WA up north. And, it's a huge radio tower essentially. And they never have earthquakes. And all of a sudden there's a 5.6 there like 2 years ago. Where this thing was.
I haven't looked enough into HARP or into weather control to know if that's a thing. Like I said, I'm pretty open to conspiracy theories.
That's pretty much the only thing I know about HARP. The one in WA.
Do you think that they could control the weather?
Well, the Chinese did it for the Olympics, remember?
Nah.
They had these air droplets and stuff to suck the moisture out and that so they could have the fog go away and that. So there's evidence people can control the weather.
It's just whether they do it on a global scale or not, I guess.
Oh, they probably would, man. Like I said before, there's lots of shit they wouldn't want us to know about.
Chemtrails?
I think people see what they want to see.
With chemtrails, I am not there. I'm not there. Fuck, we've agreed too much here.
Yeah, I know.
That's bullshit.
It's because I would say great minds think alike, but you're not that great.
That was very rude, and I'm quite great, thank you. New Coke.
For sure, man.
A theory claims that the Coca-Cola company intentionally changed an inferior formula with New Coke with the intent either driving up demand for the original product or permitting the reintroduction of the original with a new formula using cheaper ingredients.
Either way, don't mess with my Coke. I just want the good old classic Coke.
Yep.
But yeah, for sure, their sales fucking skyrocketed and have continued to dominate the market ever since.
I will just say one thing. Vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke?
Delicious.
I come up with vanilla Coke, bro.
No, you didn't. You cheeky cunt.
I did, bro. I remember I was like, man, we should add some flavour to some Coke. And then 2 months later, they come out with it.
You sound like me when I'm like trying to think of an app idea that's going to make me $1 billion.
Telling you, man.
Every app's been taken,
telling
brother.
you, man. 12-year-old me was going to be rich.
Hey, a friend of mine told me about Bitcoin like early on in the process, and I did nothing about that. Imagine if I did that. They're worth like 20 grand a coin.
Sweet, you'd have 20 grand and still have fuck all.
Oh, by the way, me and Corey are going to buy a house together. That's the thing. Do you want to get gay married with me? Like live on air right now?
If you got a celebrant, yeah.
Do you want to do a church wedding?
Definitely not.
I think we should do a church wedding just because it would be quite ironic and funny. You could dress as Jesus.
Definitely wouldn't be funny if George Pell was around, that's for sure.
Have you got your Jesus uniform still?
Nah, I think I rented that, but I definitely need to order one again.
You wore that to my 21st, didn't you?
Yeah. And I reckon I won best dress there, so suck a dick everyone else.
New World Order, I suppose it's the same. Roughly the same.
Oh, yeah, once again.
Eminem talked about it in a song once, so...
Must be real.
Must be real.
That white boy knows his shit.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Man, he must have been shocked when he found out he was going to kill himself.
He did not kill himself.
Definitely not. That's why he was shocked, man. He was like, I guess I'm hanging myself today.
So, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called Pizzagate. Pizzagate is a debunked conspiracy theory that went viral during the 2016 presidential election cycle. It was something about members like a child sex ring or something like that. Do you think that child sex rings exist?
Oh, yeah, and all through...
in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. All through Hollywood and everything. Like, we're, like, next level people, essentially. Like, and... You know, they get everything handed to them on a silver platter and that. They're going to be into some fuck shit.
Yep. And my theory is that celebrities get to the point where they end up fucking... Think of a celebrity male, right? Anyone that's like relatively attractive. He's just going to plow fields through women, right?
Yeah.
They get to the point where it doesn't turn them on anymore. So what do they do?
I wouldn't say like because of that they like kids. I'm pretty sure.
You think it's a power thing?
Maybe a power thing, but I think also they're just pedophiles from the get-go. Like, I'm not saying, like Leonardo DiCaprio, he would have slept with thousands of people. He's not going to wake up one day and be like 12-year-old looks good. Like,
yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, you got me there. That's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's them running out of like chicks to bang. It's just
I asked this last time, and I want to ask you: do you think pedophiles are born, or do you think that they are made?
I think they are born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like
I spoke about
because like when you're growing up, don't really care about chicks, and then like hit puberty when like 15, where you're like, oh, that chick's hot. But like I'm 27 now. I don't see like the young kid as hot, like not one bit. Like, where like, grow up, pedophiles, they're like, okay, that person's always been hot. These old people aren't hot. But I find like 30-year-olds hot now.
I do empathise. This is probably the wrong thing to say, but in a way I empathise with a pedophile only for the fact that, for example, if a pedophile is aware that they're like kids and they can't do anything about it.
Oh, like they can just like not touch the kid, maybe like not go into the
dive into that world.
Yeah, or like not like fall into the craving, or like for example, if I want a beer at midday at work, I'm not gonna like go feed that craving.
Yeah, I have one craving, and that's just getting huge.
Never gonna happen. So
bigger than you. What about? Let's jump into some kind. Oh, fuck it. Let's jump into extraterrestrials and UFOs. Conspiracy theory: a UFO has been here, or extraterrestrial have been here. But how do you think? What do you think about it?
Well, the US government, if you search up the Tic Tac video, US government, like, it's proper footage of a UFO. So they're definitely here.
Yeah, that's that Tic Tac video.
Yeah, so it was a dude who was in the like Air Force or whatever, and he followed this UFO, and like 2 years ago, the US government's like, yeah, they're real. We have these UFOs. UFO doesn't necessarily mean aliens, but like, you think we're the only dumb ones here in this whole universe?
Would you find it weirder if we were the only ones in the universe, or that we are not the only ones in the universe?
I'd find it weird if we are the only ones in the universe. Because the reason being is there's that much like infinite space. Like, if we popped up, it's got to be other stuff. Like, there's just millions and millions of shit going on. Beyond our comprehension as well. So,
how do you sit? I'm going to get a gentleman on, Brandon, who's probably listening to this. He argues that predeterminism is the case, and we don't have free will. How do you stand on free will versus predeterminism?
I reckon it's all
I kind of switch between them. I don't know.
I reckon it's all free will. Like, you're product of your own environment. Like, I wasn't born and I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be a skater. Like, I tried skating. I liked it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It could have been anything.
Yeah, it could have been anything. Like, definitely wasn't football, that's for sure.
Fuck it. I'm going to throw you in here while we're doing these and ask for... I'm going to throw you into philosophical questions. You ready?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of a good life?
Oh, probably just trying to be happy, I guess. That's it, being content.
These can be as short or as long as you like. It doesn't matter. Is it more important? Oh, these are ones that I'm just literally just pulling off the internet, because I had a set of 5, but I can't remember where the fuck they are. I put them somewhere. Is it more important to be respected or liked?
Probably liked, but if you're liked, you're also respected.
Yeah.
So,
have we become less happy in this age of technology?
I don't think it's technology's the thing to blame. I think the thing is, like, you look at your parents and by X age they had a house and a kid and that. Then, like, for example, if it was climbing a mountain,
Yep.
they've hit the peak. And each generation wants to do better than the previous.
Sure.
Once you hit the peak, you can't go higher than the peak. And we're kind of seeing that right now.
Generation will... it's kind of like racism or homophobia. It's what's the word for generalize? Fuck, I can't even say it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like full generation, like, oh yeah.
I think, like, think about it. Like, how often do we say about people that are younger than us? Like, you know, you talk shit about the generation coming next, kind of thing.
Yeah, I just think people definitely hold like their own values on this current generation, and because they're in it, they think it's the best.
Yep.
But, you know, my dad thinks his generation was the best, like, you know, and then we look down on the generation after us, and it's kind of like, you know, like, have fun.
Bloody kids and your technology, even though we're on the edge of it and we use it a lot anyway.
Pretty much, and like, you know, have fun with the house prices.
Hey, house prices could come fucking crashing down.
Oh,
this conspiracy for coronavirus.
I wouldn't say the prices would crash down. I'd say your interest rate you're paying back will come down.
You're into gold, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't mind a bit of gold.
I've been saying for a year we should buy into gold because everything's going to shit. Everyone looked at me like I was crazy, and guess what? It's gone to shit. And gold's been spiking.
Is having a big ego a negative trait or a positive trait?
Negative for everyone else. The person with the big ego, probably positive for them, because it drives them.
Explain that one. That's interesting.
So, for example, if I had a big ego, it's my drive to be happy. So, you know, you see someone with like a $60,000 car, you better go get a $70,000 car. So you're going to work towards that goal. But then, for example,
does that mean that you have? But do you have any FOMO? Do you get FOMO?
No, not really. See, I don't have a big ego, so I don't care. Like, I'm stoked with what I've got.
Yeah.
But, you know, so like...
So someone that does have...
Yeah, someone who does have that ego, they're always going to be striving to be the best. So for us to look onto them, we think it's negative. But they think they're the man. And that's their happiness. You know, like, I don't care, like...
So it can be a positive trait, do you think?
Only to the person with the ego.
Sure.
Because generally the outside world will look down on them for the most part.
Are humans obligated to... Oh, this is one that I definitely asked the other boys. Are humans obligated to better themselves, and will that make them happier?
I think it all comes down to your ego, man. But we're not obligated to better ourselves, but I think the worst thing you can do in life is not learn.
That's beautiful. I like that. So learn and then make a mistake and then learn.
Yeah,
from
like, you know,
or...
if you're doing like the same 5 things and you get, you know, offered to get like a 6th skill, like, you know, why wouldn't you learn? The only thing you can do is like make a mistake and learn from it.
So are you talking about like in terms of creativity, like pick up a guitar, do that thing? You know
I think like everything, even if you're at work, like, you know, if they're like, oh, we want you on this machine and you don't know the machine, just learn the machine, because
that's what it was like for my past job. You know, there was 5 or 6 different roles, and I just tried to learn every role so that you become expendable.
Well, that's like where I work. I've learned everything, and I'm one of the few dudes who can float about between sheds.
You've done the right thing. I think it makes you less expendable.
I wouldn't even say I was keeping my job. I'm just happy to just learn.
You're a pretty chiller.
Yeah,
I had Nathan Turner on the other day. He talked about nihilism.
The graceful swan.
What would you consider your religious? Are you an atheist, agnostic, nihilist?
I'd say atheist, probably.
Yep.
You just
hear
and then you die.
Ask the question: what happens when we die?
Nothing. You're dead. You finally go to good sleep. Can't fucking wait.
Yes, beautiful.
Do you know how I know I'm ugly, man?
That's beautiful. You're not ugly. You're beautiful.
I went to 2 like religious schools and not one priest touched me up.
Jesus Christ.
George Parr, where were you?
You should get a refund.
Nah, too late now. It's been like 10 years. And that's a joke. If you're offended by it, just stop. Like,
nah, seriously.
We don't
stop.
need any Me Too movements listening to this.
Oh, we could.
Yeah, no,
we could challenge the Me Too movement.
Nah, because like with the Me Too movement, some of them actually did get like assaulted, and that's not fun to mock them because it's like the worst time of their life, and they got to live through it.
Yeah, that's fair too. Is it easy? This is a cool one. These are cool ones that I've just brought up on the internet here. Is it easier to love or be loved?
Oh no, man. Like, I think it's if you love someone, they're probably going to love you back, so it's hand in hand. Like, you know, like you're not going to fall in love with a chick and like have a house and shit and her not love you back. Maybe like 15 years in the marriage, it might be like that.
Do you think that for you as a person, is it easier for you to love or be loved?
Oh, probably easier to be loved. Like, you know, I'm not looking for a girlfriend or anything, so.
Yep. Is love simply we're just going down the love trail. Is love simple? This will be the last one. Is love simply physical desire or something more?
Something more for sure, man. Like obviously we've all had girlfriends before. They're just
or boyfriends.
Or boyfriends.
Or Tiger King 3-way marriages.
That'll be us later.
Yep.
But I think like
on the glass Barbie.
I think love is just like a better version of friendship. Like, and like, it doesn't have to be like a sexual relationship. Like, you know, I fucking love Steve to death.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, I'll probably sleep with you. But like,
can you put a finger in my ass?
2 only, mate.
2?
Yeah.
That's respectful. All right. Does evil come from within?
Yeah, but once again, it's all like you're a product of your environment.
How do you stand on the 50-50 nature-nurture thing?
It's nature, for sure. It's only 50-50. Like,
I'm the same.
Like, for example, if you like live in the middle of nowhere, you're not going to go for a skate because you don't have access to that. Like, you see someone in town on a skateboard, like, you might go for a skate or boxing or whatever.
Okay. I got about 6 more questions. Let's boost through to 6 more.
Yeah.
What's true friendship?
True friendship is literally knowing, like, someone's always going to have your back, and like you don't have to talk to them for like 6 months, and it's still good as gold when you get back. It's literally love and family. That's it. Like, you know, like I've only got one sister, but I'd say I've got fucking plenty of brothers. Like, you know.
I like that because I feel like, I've said this before, you know, people always go on about, I'm lucky because I love my family, right? My family are great. But, you know, people, when they're like, oh, they're your family or whatever, that doesn't mean shit if they're an asshole.
Yeah, definitely. Just because
you're your friends, you pick your friends. Yeah, they're a reflection of yourself.
Like people who are like, oh, let your family go, stick by them. Like, my family's great, but you know, you see some people and like, oh, you know, it's my dad, I can't leave him, he's an alcoholic. No, just because you're blood related doesn't mean shit. Like, your friends probably care about you more than your fucking alcoholic dad.
That's some truth. You're dropping some truth bombs, dog.
Always speak the truth, man.
I like this one because I'm going to answer this one too. Have gadgets and apps taken away emotions?
I think it's easier to be shallow because you're looking through life, or disconnected because you're looking at life through an application. Like, so for example, you go on Instagram, you see people posting, you know, oh, I'm on a good holiday and stuff, but in reality, like, you don't know, you know, what
that person's.
Yeah, you don't know their story. Like, you don't know they work their ass off like 80 hours a week just to pay for the fucking holiday. People on social media only project what they want people to see. That's why it's bullshit, man. Shouldn't have Facebook, shouldn't have anything. That's why people feel like shit, man. Because they're like, oh, I had a rough day at work, I'll go online. And they just see like some dude like on holiday. But in reality, he worked his ass off for that holiday, but he's not going to show that, is he?
You're not there with him every step of the way, kind of thing.
And he's not going to show it because he wants the validation of like, oh, I done something good. It's not like you're stuck in shelves for like 80 hours a week.
So this is coming back to this is actually a conspiracy theory of mine regarding gadgets and apps taking away emotions. I think Facebook added in the emoji thing on purpose. You know how you can select like the love heart icon and the happiness icon and stuff?
Yeah.
I think they definitely added that on purpose.
Oh, for sure.
There's a book out there.
They do everything for a reason, man. They're not going to do shit that don't make them money.
I think it's called
And
Irresistible.
you got to keep the content fresh.
Sorry, guys, I'm just looking this up. Yeah, there's a book out there if anyone's really interested in this kind of thing. It's called Irresistible: The Rise of Addictive Technology and the Business of Keeping Us Hooked. It was written by, I believe, a former Facebook executive. It was interesting. And one thing that I just spoke to you about, Corey, that I noticed is, I've got Facebook back for this podcast to share the podcast. And I haven't had Facebook for like 2 years. And even I'm noticing like feedback loops. Like I'll go check Facebook when I wouldn't normally.
Yeah, the reason being is the human mind wants to be like social, and it uses the same part of your brain as cocaine does and betting. So it's almost addictive because you need new information. You need to be social. And you used to have to leave your house to do that. Like back in the 80s, we were like, let's go to the mall or some shit.
Yeah.
Now you can get all that information with a like touch of a button.
Yep.
And like for example, like
so it's like instant feedback.
Yeah, and
gratification.
Like, for example, like the human brain can only like consume like 82 pages of information a day. Now we're getting like 5,000 like pages of information a day. So some people think they're losing their mind, but we're not. We're just overloading our own brain.
If everyone spoke their mind, would the world be a better place?
No, there'd be a fuckload more fighting, man.
Is there a perfect life?
No, because the part of life is like learning from shit like that.
There is a perfect life, and it's mine because I'm with Stephanie right now, and she's over there, and she's probably listening to this, and I love her very much, and I have the perfect life.
We all know she's number 2 and I'm number 1. Love you, Steph.
Yeah, we do. Why do we... Oh, well, we were gonna... Do you want a 3-way marriage?
Yeah. I thought
like Tiger King or whatever?
I thought we agreed on that.
Yeah. I don't know if she'd agreed, but that's fine. Why do we strive for perfection if it is not attainable?
Once again, it's because previous generations done something so good and you want to outdo them. Once, like with everyone, like, oh, I don't have an ego. You got a tiny bit of an ego you need to feed. And that's it.
Sure. So do you think the process of removing it, trying to remove your ego completely, is it misleading?
Yeah, it's misleading because like everyone's vain to an extent. Like main reason, like you go to the gym, look bigger than the next dude, or try and get girls. Like, you know,
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that's because you're small.
No, I
mostly do it because like it's good mentally. Like I'm not saying it's not good mentally, but if you ask most people why they go to the gym, it'd be a vanity reason, and the vanity is to check their ego. Sure.
I'd be lying if I said that I don't go there because I like Steph to grab on these big arms. But I would say 100% that another reason why I go to the gym, and probably yourself as well, it's just like a goal to that. A goal. It becomes discipline, and it just becomes something that...
Yeah, it's just...
Do you get a kick out of, for example, are you on a program right now?
No, because all the gyms are shut.
Were you on a program when it was open?
Yeah, I was on a push-pull legs routine.
Do you get a kick out of it when you can be able to lift more weight than you did the weight... the
weight previous. I do, but for the most part, I'm just there because it's good mentally. Like, you know, you have a shit day at work, just go to the gym. Like, you know, you get it out. Some people have, you know, they'll go for a run, they'll walk their dog, they'll drink, like, you know.
Whatever it is, that vice.
Yeah, that vice. Like, it's essentially, but it's like a positive vice in my eyes.
It is fucking strange. I said this on the last podcast. It is fucking strange that we as humans work 40 hours a week.
Yeah, it's weird because, like, you look at a lion or tiger, their work is to get food. We're like working, you know, we work and then we have to get food. Like, it's not nature. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So if we could like go back to the native days, like in the native days, you would just hunt for food and that's your whole job. But now we have double the amount to do, and with automation, we're meant to have less work. But if anything, we are pumping out more work than ever, And it's just crazy. Like, you work 40, well, most people probably don't now because of this coronavirus, but then you're held onto a big, like, pedestal of what your job is, and that's who you are. But, you know, working's good and you need money, so it's mental. Steve just ran off the webcam. I'm presuming he's grabbing a drink.
I literally just went and took a piss.
So
this is how I didn't even tell you that. I love the people that just listen to this, right? I just fucking leave.
Yeah, I know. I was like, where is he? I was trying to talk shit, carry on the convo.
All fucking 4 cunts that listen to this. Thank you.
Nah, I'm on, so you'll probably get 10 people listening.
Ooh, I'll get 10 on.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Can you even count that high?
1, 2, 6.
Close enough.
Yeah, beautiful. Fuck it, I'm going to keep going with the philosophical questions. Let's do this. Does an ideal government exist?
No, because you're not going to make everyone happy. No one's going to agree on everything.
Does life have a reason or purpose?
No, I don't reckon, but I think people make one up in their head. Like, you know, you're just here and then you die. That's my, like, thing. But some people are like, oh, you know, I've got to do this for my kids, and, you know, I think it depends on who you are as a person. I just think we're here, then we die. Like, there's no reason I'm here.
So that's a nihilistic approach as well.
Yeah, I'm just here because I was the fastest sperm in the sack. Like,
if you were the fucking fastest sperm, I hate to think what the fucking second fastest was. Jesus Christ.
No, actually, I got a twin sister. I presume she would be the fastest.
Who was born first?
Amanda. So she was the fastest.
So she could have eaten you in the womb.
Well, she pretty much stole all the nutrients from the womb, and when I was born, they didn't think I was going to live. So,
is that serious?
Yeah, they were like, oh, you know, better grab the priest, and I was like, you know, if you said grab the priest now, I'd be like, don't do that, like, yeah, no, they didn't think I was going to live. Like, I think I weighed like 900 grams when I was born. It wasn't even a kilo.
Fuck
me. I was like real preemie.
What's that in pounds?
Like 0.4.
Fuck me.
I got no idea what it is in pounds because who uses that?
America. God damn it.
Freedom. But yeah, they thought I was going to die and stuff. So, like, had to get C-section right away. So, hugely preemie. And then I lived in hospital for the first, like, year of my life.
That's cool. That's a cool little story. I'm just reading up nihilism for anyone that has no fucking idea what it is. Nihilism is the point of view that suspends belief in any or all general aspects of human life which are culturally accepted. Most commonly, nihilism is presented in the form of existential nihilism, which argues that life is without objective meaning, a purpose, or intrinsic value. It's interesting. It's an interesting theory, nihilism.
It is, and they're probably more happier than most people who are chasing full of love of God or acceptance of someone else.
Oh, we love God on this podcast.
Speak for yourself.
No, I am. I'm speaking for myself. We love God on this podcast.
We do. That's why we're recording on Good Friday.
It is Good Friday today.
Heaps Good Friday.
It's heaps Good
Me
Friday.
And Steve every year have a
crack a beer.
Okay.
You're on the other end.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay. Having a virtual cheers. But every year, Steve and I have a heaps Good Friday where we just get wasted for Jesus.
I feel like, you know, before when I said, when we're talking about WrestleMania, about how we've done a couple of WrestleManias together.
Yeah.
There's something about tradition as you get older, I think, about certain things like Heaps Good Friday is fun. Always.
Yeah. Like, and I think it's a sentimental value. Like, for example, two of my best mates I grew up with live in Melbourne now, but every Christmas Eve we catch up for beers.
Yep.
And like you were talking about friendship before, like when I was like, you know, it's what, you know, you got someone's back or you haven't seen them in years and it feels like normal. That's literally it. Like, and that's one of my favourite traditions. Like, I don't really care for Christmas that much, but Christmas Eve, beers with Ben and Cam.
Do you have any other traditions that you do?
No, not really. Like apart from go to the gym all the time, that's about it. Apart from now, but yeah, tradition would be like,
I can barely tell, you small little twig.
Yeah, the only tradition would be like literally heaps Good Friday, Christmas Eve, and old WrestleMania
Unify
Day.
Festival, maybe.
Unify, hopefully, if the lineup's good, man, I'll be there.
Okay. I was saying before, we're going to get to the stage where we're 70 years old, kicking back, having beers, and talking shit.
We do like now, like if we make it to 70, yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure, I'm going to hit you with a bus, or these arms, and you'll just drop.
I don't reckon you'll do both.
What? Oh, hold on. This is a good one. Why do we do things that we do not like to do?
I think it depends on what you're doing, like you hate. Like, you go to work because you're told you need a job, you need money. That's it. Like, is that what you mean? Or
Oh, well, anything really.
See, only like,
is there anything that you don't like to do that you do? Because
not really. Like, I like my job, so like, there's not really any negative thing. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like, I've got to do it. There's just nothing at all.
So you may have just seen Stephanie in the background of my podcast there. We've got to get her on for sure.
Yeah,
she's definitely got to get on. She's smiling right now. I can see her. But no one wants to hear about how bad I am in the sack.
I got footage of you in the sack, actually, and it's not that good.
That's a true story and also true. Thank you very much. If judgment... Oh, fuck that. That's a God question. I don't like that one. I'm going to answer this one. Is death a new beginning?
Oh, no, man. I haven't died, but...
Logically speaking, I do think... I hate to use the analogy, gun against my head, Kurt Cobain, but if I had to say what happens when we die, I do sit atheist as well.
Yeah.
I think that we're finished and we're done. A small part of me is interested in the theory of reincarnation, though.
I think everyone's interested in what happens after death because half the people are scared to death of it. Like, no pun intended. And it's interesting. Like, it's something we don't know. That's the one good thing about the human race, man. We want to understand what we don't know.
Yeah.
That's why, we're in space.
Yeah.
It's just the understanding of everything. And it's one thing we won't understand until we're there.
I would love to, I've said this to Matt, I would love it if we could get to, we die and then me and you can chill on a couch and just do a life review. Like, like get a universal remote and just go back to your whole life. That would be fun as shit.
It would be. And then if we got...
Because I would know you were 18 then. When did we know each other? When did we meet?
We met December 1st, December 1st, 2011. It was a
What? How the fuck do you remember that date?
It was a North Lane gig on a Thursday in...
I told you he's the gig man.
Yeah.
He's the dates man.
Yeah, I think I might have met you once beforehand, but I'm pretty sure that was the first time we proper hung out. Because we had a mutual friend. But that's how I met most of the people we went to gigs with was from that.
You still mates with some of your high school mates?
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me and Finn, we're friends, and we've been friends since kindergarten.
I've got to get Finn on here, I reckon.
Yeah, he'll be good.
Would Finn do it?
Oh, no, I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I reckon he would.
Yeah. Cool. That's kind of like why I wanted to do this, is because I want to get people on that just have different opinions and things and stuff.
Yeah, well, it'll be a pretty boring show if you had everyone just agreeing to the same shit over and over.
Pretty boring show if I'm on it because I'm a shit host.
Oh, seen worse, but I've definitely seen better, man.
You haven't seen better than this face. There's no way.
Great face for radio.
Great face for radio. No, these are God questions again. Will robots take over the world in the future?
Technically, they have with automation and everything. Like, like your phone's a robot and them things control everything we do. Yeah, so.
So are we saying fuck Mark Zuckerberg again?
I don't want him
fuck
after
you,
me.
lizard cunt.
I don't want him after me, but yes.
Are humans the biggest threat to their own humanity?
Humans are the biggest parasite put on this earth.
Coronavirus, more like human virus.
That's it. Like if humans are wiping out the world resource so fast, if it was anything else, it would be called a plague.
Do you think that we will, this is not this is just tangenting off. Do you think that we'll ever leave the planet?
No.
No.
No. I feel like we're coming towards the end of human civilization in the biggest picture.
Mm.
Like, we won't see it, but maybe like a few generations down will.
Right, so I was going to ask the next question. Do you think humans will exist in 1,000 years?
I reckon probably, but like if you look at the grand scheme of things from when we started to where it's ending, we are heading towards the end for sure. Because
apocalypse, boy!
That's it, buy golden guns, people.
All right, let's jump into coronavirus. Fuck it. Because this is the one we're not going to agree on. And that's what I want. I want a bit of bickering, babes.
What do you mean not going to agree on it?
All right. How do you feel about coronavirus? Do you think it's overinflated?
It's not like it's overinflated. I just feel like many governments are using it to their advantage to change freedom laws.
Right.
Like, for example, in Victoria, you can't hang out with, like, your mate, one person, but horse races are on. And the reason is it makes the government money. Like, if AFL wasn't tax-free, it would probably be on right now.
Mm.
And once all this shit's over, they won't change the laws back.
You reckon that socialisation is the new way now?
Or they're going to be more stricter on, like, freedom laws, essentially.
Mm. So do you think they'll keep the laws about the fines and stuff like that? Like,
nah, like, it'll be more toned down, but, like, I don't think it's going to go... You know, you had pre-9/11 and post-9/11.
Mm.
You got pre-corona and post-corona.
Mm.
And shit just won't be the same. You know, we're in a recession now, even if the government doesn't admit it.
Mm.
And, like, it's going to be a rough few years, man.
The other best part about this is I just realised we both don't have our shirts on. It's fucking beautiful.
At least I am.
Whoa.
What?
That's not what your dad Peter says.
I know. I'll never get his love.
Hey, I'll never get my dad's love either. If aliens attack... This is such a random question. If aliens attack, what will we do?
I feel like one of the reasons aliens would attack us if they landed is because we shot at them first.
So the typical we got them and they're getting us back.
Yeah, because, you know, with humans, you know, you should want to learn everything, but if something's a threat or they presume it's a threat, they're going to try and get it first.
So, if leaning back on when we spoke before about how we think, I agree with you that we're not the only intelligent life on the planet, in the universe, sorry. The other intelligent life, do you think it's more intelligent or less?
It could be either way. No one knows, man. But if they're coming here, like there's evidence of UFOs and that, they're definitely more intelligent.
Do you think that if another alien intelligence contacted us, do you think that removes religion?
Not necessarily,
is it because God works in mysterious ways?
God works in mysterious ways, man. So that's it. You know, if that's their go, you know.
Mm-hmm. This will be an interesting one. I'm going to get you to answer this one. Do guns protect people or kill people?
It's hard being.
That's a hard one.
It's hard being because in
I'm
Australia,
on the spot here, bro.
Not many people have guns in Australia, so or like they do, but it's not like America. I'd say more so protect people maybe, but I'm happy with our gun laws here. Like not everyone needs a gun whatsoever.
Are you happy with the gun laws because you have been accused of looking like Martin Bryant?
Yes. Yeah, I've got long blonde hair, and one time at the pub, someone kept calling me Martin Bryant, and I was like, that's not very nice. I've never been to Tasmania since then.
Your jokes are killing me. That's fucking gold. No, that's a gold one. Would the world be a better place if religion ceased to exist? I got in trouble one time because on Facebook I posted something along the lines of religion is worse than cancer. It was something like that.
Religion is a cancer of the mind. It will turn people against each other for something they don't even like knows real. Like everyone to himself, but let's face it, like there's no man upstairs. Like God works in mysterious ways. You only say that when shit happens. Like if my family go into a car crash, I'm not gonna be like, oh, God works in mysterious ways. I'm gonna be like, that fucking sucks.
That fucking dirty dog.
Pretty much. Like I think people who, oh, God works in mysterious ways, like either haven't read the Bible or they just don't want to essentially be scared of what's after death.
Can you give me a little bit of a rundown? This is sidetracking again on religion here. I went to a public school. You did not.
No, I didn't.
Give me a rundown of your experience with religion in school.
So in the primary school, like, like oh, God this, God that, like not necessarily drumming it into your head.
Well, I'm going to have to actually ask you what primary school you went to. Don't name it, but I'll ask you after this. Oh, yeah.
Like, everyone's like, religious school must be hardcore. Like, they really didn't care. They was like, God created lists and that. Mm-hmm. Like, I believed it till like year 5. I was climbing a tree and I was like, fuck.
I still remember when Kane came up to me and he says, how do you not believe in God?
Yeah, I remember when he said that to me as well. Like, I was just like, how do you not believe in God? I'm like, because why would I? Like, like, and now he's like one of the biggest atheists ever. So
yes, flipped, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I would consider myself at one time a militant atheist, for sure.
Yeah,
I've eased up now.
Yeah, I wouldn't name themselves that. But yeah, with schools, like with the primary school, like they never really drummed it into you. I was like, God created lists and you're young, so you believe him. Like,
what about high school?
Wasn't actually too bad. Like, I went to Emmanuel, which is a pretty religious school, but for the most part, it was a normal school. You just like look.
Did you have to do any religious studies or anything?
Yeah, you did actually. But I remember like the VCE religion class. It was literally looking at every other religion.
Huh, that's interesting. Do you think religion should be taught in schools?
I think if you don't want your child to be taught about religion, don't send them to a religious school. Right.
What about if you're in a small country town and that religious school is the one that gets the good marks, and you believe that your kid should get better educated?
Well, send it to them. I went to like two religious schools. I'm not religious one bit. Like I didn't see.
Are your parents religious?
No. Oh, I think Mum identifies as a Catholic, but no one goes to church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my nana's like, she's like devout Christian, but like she's old.
Maybe we can set up your nana and my K-pop. Then we can be brothers.
No, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen? Okay. This is back on that. It's pretty similar to what we asked before. Is humanity doomed to head in a destructive direction?
For sure. Humans work against each other, man. And we're absolutely destroying this planet. So, it's just kind of like a wick on a firework. It can only go so long before it goes boom.
Can memories be erased?
With alcohol, yeah, sure. Like, but even with that, like,
hey, mate, I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So the answer to that is yes.
Yeah, I'll just say that to you, man. Like, but like once again with the alcohol thing, it's just because like you don't remember it because your brain's not producing the chemical in your head that stores memories at that stage. That function shuts off.
Would you say you have a good memory, or?
I
think you've definitely got a good gig memory. We've mentioned this
for long-term stuff, but for short-term stuff, absolutely horrible. If you told me, for example, like, at 3 o'clock I need to put the bins out, won't remember it. But if something happens, I can remember it like years down the track.
That's interesting. I'm the same way. I have to like set reminders in my phone for shit sometimes because I fucking forget all the time. And I'm sure Stephanie over there is listening, and she agrees with me. Will the world come to an end by human hands? I actually think yes is the answer here.
I think we're kind on the path. Like, you can't have like a finite resources on an infinite planet, like, or infinite resources on a finite planet. The world's ticking, man. And like I said, we're at the end of human civilization. Whether it's us causing it or nature getting back at us. We're at when, man.
Do you believe in simulation theory?
What's that one?
Simulation theory. Let me read that bad boy out. And if Brandon, I'm sorry if you're listening, Brandon. I know you want to talk about simulation hypothesis.
Well, yeah, you can still talk about it. It's good to get different people's opinions, man.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm doing this. So the simulation hypothesis or simulation theory proposes that all of reality, including the Earth and universe, is in fact an artificial simulation, much like a computer.
For all we know, it could be, man. It's one of the things we don't know. Like, is it God's thing? Like, is that what people who believe in God believe, or like it's all simulation? Or
I feel like it kind of ties in with free will versus determinism. In terms of like, if it is a simulation, do we still have free will so we can do our own thing, or is it predetermined simulation?
Well, I was going to say, if you think it's a simulation, you probably don't have the free will because it's simulated to a certain way.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, you're right there. Yep. Is true beauty subjective or objective?
Subjective.
Mm-hmm. So you believe that true beauty is subjective, so it's your own.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, for example, some people are legs and ass man, some people are tits man. Like,
may I ask, are you a legs and ass man?
Yes, I am.
Good boy. Virtual high five. Boom. I think Stephanie heard that. She's got a good bum, good legs. What is the meaning of rich and poor in the modern world?
Probably a bank account, but some people, for example, they don't have much money and they're happy, man. They're probably more rich than a dude who's got $1 million and has no friends.
I like to mention that story. I don't know if I've told you the story about being in Fiji, how I was with my family and we ended up getting one of the guides to take us to a village because we wanted the real experience, not the fucking Fiji 5-star resort as well. We wanted to experience life like with the locals.
Mr. Fancy dude staying at a 5-star resort.
You've never stayed at a 5-star?
I've slept in your bed. That's 5 stars.
No. That's your personal review. But if you got overall user reviews, it's 1 out of 5. Holy fuck! I just had Dory brain. What were we talking about?
You were talking about rich, poor, and you were in Fiji.
Yes. So I was in Fiji, and we went to the village and had that kind of village experience, and. The kids there they had nothing. And we bought them lollies and they just went off their fucking heads.
Yeah, I think also like, at my old job, I earned more money, but I was less happy. Mm-hmm. At my new job, I earn a bit less money, but I'm a million times more happier. I would say I'm richer now than I was back then. Why
do you think that your job now is better than your job before?
Because of the people I work with. Generally, I used to wake up, didn't want to go to work. Now, don't mind going to work. Like, you have your shit day all the time. Mm-hmm. But like feeling of waking up and dreading going to work, that's not living, that's not being rich.
That's not living, Barry.
It didn't matter how much money I had in my bank account. I was still going to wake up hating life.
Yeah.
Now I earn a bit less a week, but I wake up and I'm just stoked.
Maybe that's what's going to come out of this coronavirus.
Yeah,
maybe one of the things that will come out of this is that people will actually reevaluate their jobs and go, is this what I want to do?
I think the problem is some people just get caught in a trap. They're like, I've got this job, I've got money coming in, I'll apply for that job, and they don't. I get like...
Pull the trigger? It's
like
social anxiety.
Like, for example, I worked at a supermarket for 10 years because I was too scared to pull the trigger. And like they paid all right, but when I pulled the trigger, moved to Canada, that's a perfect example. Earned half as much there.
Yep. Half as much where?
In Canada, when the job I left to move there.
Yeah, yep.
And I've never been so happy in my life. Mm-hmm. In that time period in Canada. So money's not everything.
I'm going to put this one out there for you. And this is just a thought that I've just had then. I've always considered Warrnambool, the place where we reside. I've always considered Warrnambool as like a home base. Obviously, we've travelled through Europe together. And and I've travelled some more, and you've travelled some more, I've always thought Warrnambool is a home base. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a home base for sure. Like, you got to go back somewhere, whether, like, you know, for example, if both my parents moved to, like, Queensland, that would be my new home base, unless someone's going to let me sleep on their couch. Like,
you can sleep on my dick. I mean, couch. That's fine.
I'll take both.
Dick on the couch.
And also, can I say, like Steve mentioned, we travelled to Europe together.
Fuck it, let's jump into Europe travels.
It was for...
Let's talk it, baby.
It was for a Kentucky trip, and I booked a room to myself before it started because I wanted a room by myself one last time before I shared.
Because it is, for those that don't know, the Kentucky model is that you do share rooms.
Yeah, you share rooms with strangers, which is good. That's how you make friends.
Yep.
But I booked a room separate by myself the night before it started.
Yep.
And I get a knock on the door and a message at like 3 a.m. from one Stevie J who's wasted because he got locked out of his room. So, you know, I didn't get me final freedom for like next 2 weeks.
But you've done me a solid. And this is going to lead to karma for you getting back because we're going to get married in a 3-way Tiger way.
Yeah,
Tiger King.
You don't have to keep selling the idea on me. I'm keen.
You're keen?
Yeah.
Can I call you Corey Exotic?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you like that?
I like it, yeah.
Yep. What would you like to talk about?
Oh, no, really. Like, I think I've covered most things. Like, it's been good.
Want to talk about how long have we been going for? Hour and a half? No, we can keep going. Fuck it.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's go back to conspiracy theories.
Actually, I want to ask you. We went on a Kentucky trip.
Oh, wait. Let's talk Europe trip.
Okay, let's talk about Europe. So Steve was in like Europe already, and I flew to Germany to go on this Kentucky trip with him.
Now, was that I'd already been on 1, 2.
Yeah,
I finished that camping trip. Stayed in Amsterdam for the week with Kyle and Shakes.
Yeah,
and then you came in.
Yeah.
In Germany?
Yeah. I flew into Germany in August to.
And then we were there, and then our first night was in Denmark, right? Is that right? Or
it was Denmark. Yeah.
The fucking best thing about Kentucky tours is that every single time, every one I've ever done, I always said to myself after the first one, because I fucked myself up on the first night, nah. Don't get fucked up on the first night. What do I do every time?
You got fucked up and come into my room. But
I was just lucky you were a beautiful boy for that.
I want to say, what was your favourite country you went to, or your favourite thing about the Kentucky trip, apart from me being on there?
Oh, fuck. I can't answer that because you on it was absolutely my favourite thing.
Because you actually asked me like months prior. I was the first one you asked to go on it. And I was like, no, I'm good. And then, I was pretty unhappy with my old job. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going overseas.
I've obviously done the solo experience a few times. I spoke to Nathan because Nathan did a solo backpacking. Now, to me, that's balls.
Yeah.
That's ballsy. I've done the Kentuckys by myself.
Do you find it? So how many have you done by yourself?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so the first time were you nervous about doing it by yourself?
When I got there, I was nervous, yes.
Okay, with the fourth time you were doing it by yourself, were you nervous?
Never, not at all. Not even for a second.
So it's like a matter of going, would you say you're comfortable with yourself or you're more comfortable with how the Kentucky tours work?
Both.
That's
I'd had experience, so I knew what was coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely understand the going by yourself thing. Like, I moved to Canada by myself, with missus at the time.
I suppose.
And you're pretty much thrown in the deep end. You got to make your own friends and connections and everything. And I reckon I'm a way better person for it.
So basically what we're promoting on this, Joe, is that if you are thinking about travelling, fucking do it solo.
I wouldn't say...
Bring a friend.
Or bring one friend. Probably don't bring a whole group. But I would say just travel, open your eyes. That's probably the best thing you can do. Like when I was just 21, I like flew to Germany and England for all these metal festivals.
Where did you fly?
I flew into not Hamburg. Where's the other one?
Munich.
Yeah, I think. And I went to a soccer game in Munich.
Ooh.
And
What was the game?
It was oh my god, it was Man City versus Bayern Munich.
Who won?
Man City. And then the day before we were meant to fly out, we booked a flight to Manchester to watch Manchester City versus Newcastle for EPL season opener. And then we nearly missed we almost couldn't get the connecting flight back to Australia. And I was stressed, and I was like, I'm broke and going to be like an English boy now.
What was Varken like? Just out of where did you go? You went Varken, and what was the other one?
So we flew into Germany.
Bloodstock, is it?
We went to Headbangers Open Air, which is a real small festival.
Yep.
And then we were literally camping across the road from all these dudes from Melbourne. So we were chatting shit with them. Then we went to Varken Open Air, which is 100,000 people.
That is.
And it's a camping one.
I said this before to you. The two things that I want to do before I die. One, go to a metal festival overseas. Two, ayahuasca retreat in South America. You coming with me?
Yeah, I'll come on a trip with you.
I have a... Funnily enough, you mentioned Kentucky, because I had a friend, Liam, who was going to come on with me. He had to pull out last minute. So I got his credit of $250. So I've still got a Kentucky credit of $250. I definitely feel, maybe not now, but I definitely feel like before I hit the 35 age bracket, because that's where Kentucky stopped, one more.
Yeah, see, I've travelled a bit, and I reckon I've got one more trip in me. That's it. And then, being probably late 20s is a bad example, but when you're mid-20s, do I save for a house or go travel? Go travel for sure,
I'm a big proponent, obviously. I've done a lot of travelling, and if you've done your fair share, I don't want to retire and travel when I'm older. That doesn't suit me.
Man, retirement's not going to be a thing by the time we hit late age, so...
So I'm excited for the purpose of travel, because this will be, in theory, if I was to go on a Kentucky tour, the first time I would go with a partner. So I like the idea of sharing the experience.
You went with me. We're partners.
Apologies.
Partners
a
in
female
crime.
partner, sorry. One that, no, he'd probably give me more hand jobs, to be fair.
Better ones as well.
Ooh. Ooh. What was my favourite country that we went on?
Yeah.
It's definitely Norway or Russia. Norway.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with Russia for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just St. Petersburg was a bit meh, sorry, Putin, but Moscow was absolutely insane.
So tell the story about why you got to see Russia and I didn't.
So, with the Kentucky trip, you have to get your own Russian visa for.
I still have that in my passport, by the way. Yes. You actually have to get a fucking photo.
Yeah.
The Russian visa is if anyone wants to travel to Russia,
it's a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in the fucking ass.
Absolute pain in the ass. But I think it's funny because you actually helped me do mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have to get certain dates you're granted to be in the country for, and we get in, and Steve's is 2 days short.
And Kyle's
is 2 days short from the thing. So while we're all out partying and that, Steve and Kyle had to fly out of the country before they got in trouble.
You know what the best part is? Me and Kyle were on Tinder, because we were single at the time. Yeah. We were on Tinder in Poland trying to get a route.
Yeah, nah, man, in Poland, they don't want your pole.
Depressing country still since World War II.
Yeah, it is. It's probably one of the sadder countries I've been to. I don't know what it is. It's just it's not really. It's a depressing vibe. Nothing against Poland, but
what was your favourite part of our trip?
Apart from meeting everyone, definitely. Honestly,
the Strawn man.
Apart from
fuck, I hope Strawn listens to this.
Strawny and the people's champ. Strawny and the people's. All the time, I helped you get a route.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're a beautiful man.
yeah, I helped Steve go root on the night of the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight.
Ooh, so he was throwing a left and I was throwing a left.
Yeah, yeah, that's like I helped him go root, and he's
Hasn't
always
repaid the favour back at all.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. Hook us up.
Maybe we'll get a hooker tonight.
Yeah,
I'll send it to your address.
Harvey's sweet.
Harvey's what?
Yeah, we'll go halves in the costs. I'll go first. You go second.
I can't. I've got a missus.
Football's got a goal. You can still score.
Oh, that's true.
Nah,
but...
I do not condone cheating one bit. So.
You're like, no, that's a joke. That's a joke.
That's out, man. If you cheat on people, you're just like outright piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I
Like,
think that people that cheat on other people are up there with the scum.
They are, man. Like, you know, especially like with the relationship, like you got people's emotions in your hand and that, and they're reliant on you for a certain aspect of happiness.
Sure.
And it's not like you hurt them. You like shit on that and you disrespect them.
Mm.
Like the only thing humans want to be is like people just want to be respected. And then when you got a relationship, it's a new level to that.
Mm. I'm going to take it one step further. You know, the whole, for any Reddit people out there, the r/nice guy theory, right? Which is basically that if, you know, you think all guys are assholes kind of thing.
Yeah. Like,
and girls go for assholes, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That is bullshit. Girls, 99% of them actually want a guy that will treat them well.
yeah.
That is the truth.
The nice guy thing is just them like not being able to accept, like they might not be as attractive, or it's their ego they need to feed and it's not working.
Mm.
Like some people like, I need a girlfriend to be happy. Like your relationship's never going to last.
Dude, there's always there's girls and boys that have always.
Yes.
I know people that are girls and boys that feel like they have to be a part of a relationship.
Yeah,
for function.
and I think that's an ego thing because they project, hey, look at this happy family, like, you know.
Mm.
But I don't know whether it's because like my parents are divorced or whatever. Like, you know, I know the happy family thing doesn't fucking live forever. I don't care if I'm got a girlfriend or not. Like, you know, I remember like
how many fucking people can you name that have got a father and mother? There's no steps in there. They've been married for 30 years, you know?
Name a couple, but that's about it. Like, you know, and like some people will be like, oh, you haven't got, like one perfect example was, and I come off as a bit of a dick in this situation as well.
No, not you.
Yeah, man. You know, my mate was like mocking me because I had a root in like 2 months. And I was
Hey,
like,
buddy, 18 months.
yeah,
That's my longest.
Yeah, mine's probably like that as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah, he like mocked me, and I was like, well, if that, you know, you're caring about chicks, I have like 45 grand in my bank, and I'm gonna fucking buy a nice V8 Ute. Like,
So fuck off.
yeah, pretty much. And you know, like, you know, we both like had ego clash then. You know, I was like, I had money. I'm broke now, but I had money then, and
You spend it all on hookers.
Travel, concerts, shit like that.
Asian hookers.
Don't do.
Don't trust them Asians.
Yeah, don't trust them bat munchers. But you know, that was like ego thing. And then that same person, the reason I bring that person up is they always have to have a girlfriend.
Mm.
Like they always do. Like, and you know, they project this happy thing, which how happy is it really? Like, you know,
I suppose that goes back to the social media flaunting your happiness.
that's
No
it.
one really flaunts their dark.
Yeah, definitely not.
And I think that's everyone. No one's excluded from that. No one's excluded from that, I feel. You know, I like to think that I don't necessarily think that I suffer from FOMO too much either. But I'd be lying if I said that, you know, social media, the way it's geared is that if you see something on there, for example, you know how we're talking about traveling. If there's, if we are traveling and you see, you can't tell me that if you see someone on, you got Instagram, right?
Yeah, like, you know, you definitely get jealous. Like, I see people still living in Canada where I lived on a ski resort. I get jealous, but at the same time they're posting all this good shit. You don't see all the shit that goes behind the scenes. Like, for example, you know, I posted these sick photos when I was in Canada. You know, I worked for fuck all money, worked my ass off.
Yeah.
Like, they don't say that. It's kind of like being pregnant. They congratulate you. They don't say how many times you got fucked.
Oh, you get a clap for that one. That was good. Yeah, I feel this. I definitely feel the same way about that.
Yeah, I reckon that's why people are getting depressed. They just see this good shit. They don't see anything, all behind the scenes. So everything in moderation. I say it with drinking, do it with social media. Like, I don't have Facebook or literally everything in moderation.
Now, like I said, I had been off Facebook for 2 years. I've just got it back for this podcast. I'm considering, because I asked one of my friends actually who runs a Facebook page and he's not on Facebook, and he mentioned to run a dummy account, so make up another account under another Gmail or whatever and run the page through that, so then you don't have your Facebook account open. I find there is nothing more time wasting. Like, Stephanie will tell you that I'm bad now with my phone, right?
You are, because you don't listen when you're on it. You can't multitask.
I know. But if I had Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, I'd be fucked.
No.
I would spend all my time on that.
Yeah, but that's you trying to feed into your need for more information or ego. I've got Instagram, but I rarely check it. So I think it's because it is the same part of your brain, just needs more.
Because I did think about getting an Instagram for this podcast, actually.
You still can, just don't follow anyone on it.
What do you mean?
So you reckon if you got an Instagram account, you'd be scrolling through the feed?
Oh, if I got an Instagram account, I'd be scrolling every day.
Yeah.
That's how it's designed. That's how it works.
Except the thing is, if you just create an account for this and don't follow anyone, you're not going to have a feed, man.
That's interesting.
It's going to be a blank canvas.
The other side of it is...
no one will see it probably, but...
the promotion side of this show, I really haven't done anything in terms of promotion-wise. The only thing I've asked is that people that come on post about their episode to their socials.
Yeah, which is fair enough. You need some promotion no matter what. I reckon with this, just let it grow organically. You got people who wanted to come on the show. I wanted to come on the show.
I feel like, there's the people that I've asked to come on the show that they need that push. It's that trigger thing again. You got to pull the trigger, to be honest.
Yeah, I pulled the trigger today. I was a bit nervous about coming on, but had plenty of beers because it's Friday. Good Friday.
Another virtual bam.
That's it, another virtual bam.
There it is.
People.
What are you drinking there now? What is that black can?
Smirnoff Ice Double Black Guarana.
Oh, you're on the vodkas.
With Guarana, I'll be off my face, bro. I'll be pacing up and down the walls all night.
I'm just having some Canadian Club on this end, guys.
Oi, Steve, you remember at Download Fest beforehand, we were drinking and you're like, can I have a beer? I was like, you don't like beer. And then he grabbed one of my beers, had 2 sips, and oh, this fucking sucks. No shit, we warned you.
How many times have I been drunk and said to you, Corey, give us a beer. I want a beer.
Oh.
And you've been like,
too
this
many.
cunt again.
This
fucking cunt again is doing this thing.
Too many times to count, but I love just watching his face of disappointment when he hits the beer. He's like, oh, this sucks. I'm like, you're doing it to yourself, man. Plus, no wonder why you never went out to the pubs. It costs too much to drink whiskey all the time. So that's the main reason I learnt to drink beer. I used to be a Jack Daniels drinker. And then I turned 18 going to the pub. I wasn't paying $10 a thing.
Oh, the cheeky cunts, they make it $10.50 on purpose.
Yeah.
So then you have to give them a 20 and then you get $9.50 back.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that. So I learned to drink beer. Now I do actually enjoy beer.
How funny is that? A lot of people, that's the reason they drink beer. Is because they were like, oh, beer's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I do enjoy it. When I first, I didn't drink till I was 17 and a half. And it wasn't beer, it was Jack Daniels.
Man, 17 and a half is late.
Yeah, I know.
I was drinking when I was 14, 15.
And then I never used to be a big drinker. And then I was 19, classic party animal. Now, rarely drink again. That's mainly because I'd rather train at the gym. But, on special days like Christmas Eve or Good Friday.
Are you finding it hard to stay motivated for gym right now because of coronavirus?
Yeah, definitely. Because like
I feel like a fat mess. Like actually feel like a fucking
today
fat
or
mess.
every day, man. I think the main thing is like you walk, like, you know, you kind of train yourself to be in a certain mindset in certain areas. So you walk into the gym, you know you're going to be working your ass off.
Yep.
I walk into the spare room at house, in my house. I don't have that drive.
Yeah. What's in the spare room? Sorry.
I just got some dumbbells and like a resistant band.
Everything. I just wanted to buy some dumbbells, right? Everything got jacked prices really quick, and everything's sold because of this coronavirus stuff.
Probably good. Well, I went all back. We'll buy a home gym. You never know when this will happen again.
I actually know a fella. I know a fella that actually has a home gym. American guy. He has this fucking cool like mural painting of The Rock in the background, and he spent like $2,000 or something like that, and he has basically got like the best fucking setup you can think of. Shout out to AJ. I have no fucking idea if he listens to this, but that dude has a fucking ripper gym. He's got, he's obviously got the stuff for the 3 big lifts and stuff like that. But yeah, there's something about the gym. I think it's routine. It's definitely routine. If you jump out of the routine, fuck man, I can get kicked off the horse hard. Even when I can say that I have been disciplined, and I know that you've been disciplined yourself. I know that you've been disciplined yourself by going to the gym. Yeah. Maybe just one more time, just roll me through your top 3 reasons why you go to the gym.
Okay, top 3 reasons is it's routine mostly. Like, it's good to be in a routine, and I wouldn't say there's a top 3 reason. It's obviously a tiny bit of vanity. You want to look better, but it's like you make friends at the gym. Your mental health is way better. Like, I've been training since this coronavirus thing has been happening, and definitely feel not like my mental game's weaker, but you definitely feel crabby. Like, it's something to look forward to. You can see results essentially, like, because the numbers are there. So it's just something to self-improve on yourself. Like, yeah, that's it.
What do you reckon put a bit of pressure on? Stephanie should definitely come over here.
Oh, I know. You're poking the bear there, man.
Ooh.
I know who's not getting in route tonight. You and me.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, let's talk about NRL.
I don't think the season will go ahead.
So you think the season's stopped?
Yeah, I know. I know they announced.
Do you think AFL same thing?
Yep. I know that NRL did announce some plan on May 28th to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Won't happen. Like Channel 9 is like scathing them, and perfect example is Dana White just had to cancel UFC 249 because ESPN wouldn't back him.
So he's been choked?
Pretty much. So, like, you know, if your own broadcaster isn't backing you, I find it hard to go ahead. But then also, Channel 7 were having digs at the NRL last night on news.
Why?
Because they've signed to the AFL. If the AFL was going ahead, Channel 7 would not be throwing digs at the AFL for going ahead during this time. Oh,
right. So Channel 7 broadcasts AFL.
Yeah, so they're signed to the AFL.
So they're having digs at the NRL.
Yeah, for going ahead. But I don't think it will go ahead like at all. I think we should just write 2020 off essentially.
Yeah. Just put the fucking...
No one's seen this coming. No one had 2020 vision.
Oh, I definitely don't have 2020 vision because I don't have glasses, so... But even with glasses, you're ugly, cunt, so...
Yeah, I know. I know this, man. Don't need to tell me.
I love you. Fuck it, let's talk UFC. Let's do it. Another thing that we love and we share together is UFC.
Pretty much. Yeah.
How long has it been? Okay. When did you get into UFC?
So there was like 2 periods I was into it. So like I was into it in like 2009 for a bit, and I just kind of quit watching it for whatever reason. And that was like
2009. That's when I was in year 12.
Yeah, so that was year.
Fuck.
Yeah, I remember it like come on.
Who were the champions at the time?
2009 would have been like Silva was the main dude.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah,
GSP.
Anderson, GSP. I think Liddell might have still been fighting, or he might have just been retired.
Chuck Liddell said the other day that he thinks in his prime he could have beat John Jones.
No chance. Maybe in a cocaine.
No chance. That's what you got.
Maybe in a cocaine race, but that's about it. But yeah, like I was into it for a bit. Then started hanging out with Stevie J, and he'd invite me to the Cali to watch it. Got me back into it about 2013, 2012, maybe. I
would say now we probably have about the same kind of knowledge, I'd say, about now.
Yeah.
There's certain fighters that I know that you don't. There's certain fighters you know that I don't. But it all just comes back to how much research you do and how up to date with it you stay. And I know for a fact that you check Reddit's thread of MMA every day, because I do too.
Yeah, well, like that's the best place for news. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're interested in something, you're gonna look at it. Like, you know, there's no way about it. Like,
jump into your top 5 interests. What are they?
Top 5
and why?
Skating, because I've just always been a skateboarder. It's freedom. It's like sport. It's an expression, like artistic expression.
Yeah.
Well, like gym. Obviously, I've spoken about the gym before. MMA.
Yep.
Like, because it's my favourite sport to watch. Like, there's just nothing as exciting as
boxing?
Like, not so much. Like, if it's a good fight, it's a good fight, but don't follow it.
Yep.
When concerts, man, absolute concerts would like probably be my favourite thing in the world.
That's like a mirror image of me, minus the skateboarding. For those that don't know, I used to skateboard a little bit between 2004 to maybe 2006, 7. I do love skateboarding though. Like I played the shit out of Tony Hawk's Underground.
I think everyone grew up playing Tony Hawk. Like that was like the soundtrack. If you like, you know, the soundtrack of our generation was whatever songs were on Tony Hawk that year.
Public Enemy was on one, wasn't it?
That's it.
I reckon Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters 2, wasn't it?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 was Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine.
Ah, yes. Didn't you enter a competition for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 in Warrnambool? Weren't they running that?
Yeah. They had like a games comp, and it was like between me, Dion, and one other lad. And then I got knocked out, so...
Fuck it. While we're live on air, do you want to try call someone in? Huh?
No, I'll give them a call, but I'll see what they do.
Try Dion.
I will right now.
I'd love to talk to him about WWF. If he doesn't answer, we're all good.
No, I got a message from him like 2 hours ago. He's asleep.
What did it say? I'm asleep. I am dead.
It says, I was awake at 9, but get this, going for a nap.
That man can nap.
Like, okay, so in 2013, I went to Europe with him. He slept from Colac to England.
How fucking far is that?
Oh, it's across the globe, bro. It's
no. Like, how many hours is that?
22 and a bit. Maybe even longer.
Dude, I can't sleep on a plane, train, anything like that. And he actually stayed. He slept for 22 hours.
He even fell asleep at Varken during a band.
Yeah. What was the band?
Oh my god, it was the band right before Deep Purple. I can't even remember.
Fuck it. While we're jumping on this, top 3 bands you've never seen.
Never seen. Rage Against the Machine.
That's in mine.
Nirvana, and I'll never get to see them.
Why?
Because Courtney killed Kurt.
We can lead back into that.
And I don't think I've literally seen everyone I've always wanted to see, apart from them too.
For me, it's got to be Rage Against the Machine, Wu-Tang Clan, or Ed Sheeran, so I can take Stephanie.
Oh, how
That's
cute.
beautiful, isn't it? Yes. you want a 3-way marriage still?
You keep asking me. I keep saying yes.
You don't like Ed Sheeran, do you?
Nah, but I'll still marry you and go to it.
I'm going to jump back on one more conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Fluoride. What do you think about fluoride? What does it do? So fluoride is obviously in our water. It's in our toothpaste.
It gets added to our water, which is weird.
Yep.
It like makes the cancer growth go faster.
So it's for tooth decay, apparently.
Yeah. But the reason you spit out your toothpaste is because it's got fluoride in it.
I swallow.
Well, you won't make a lot of gay boys happy right now by saying that.
Yeah, I swallow all the time. Blah.
Hot.
Yeah, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I reckon we ran through some stuff. I hope it was a good episode. We were on the beers.
I am still on the beers.
Yeah, still on the beers. So it sounds like shit. That's why. And shout out to Amanda Shields, who said if I was on here, she'd do a nudie run through her house. So
what?
Yeah. So Amanda, you better be naked.
Did she actually say that?
Yeah. When I said I might be on it, she was like, "Oh, I'll be running naked through the house. If you can do a shout out, so here's a shout out."
Oh, there you go. I'll give a shout out.
And I'll give a shout out to you for having virtual beers with me and having me on your podcast. Cheers, man.
I would say we probably need to have a few more.
Definitely. Let's wrap this up and have some more virtual beers.
Like I said about tradition, I think you needed to keep tradition alive. This is Dory Brain again, but what have we done on our Heaps Good Fridays?
Well, I think it's mostly just involved being at someone's house and getting blackout wasted. But last year we went
Is it honour of Jesus? Is that why you do it?
Oh, you come up with the idea, man.
Did I?
Yeah. I don't know why. You're like, it's Heaps Good Friday.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And then last year we were at Loft for the Boris the Blade gig.
Oh, that was messy. Ooh, boy.
Big mess. That was actually the first time I met Steph.
Really?
Yep.
At Boris the Blade in the Loft?
Yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that. Who was she with? George?
I don't know. Maybe.
Cool. Wow.
Wrapping it?
I say we wrap it up.
Too
However,
early.
I think we have to end this just like every other episode that I've ended with. You can pick a song and we're going to sing it together.
No, you don't want to hear me
No,
singing.
fuck off. Sing. I want to hear you sing. I want to hear you sing.
Nah, no chance in hell, mate.
No chance in hell? That's
No
what you got?
chance. No chance in hell. Vinnie Mac, how you going?
Well, fuck it. Top 3 matches of all time.
You already asked me, man.
Did I?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm dumb.
You're just going to have to cut that bit out.
No, I'm not cutting anything out. All right, let's
Too
end
many
this.
beers.
All right. What's a song we can sing together?
None. That's what we can sing.
How about you're on your laptop there?
Yeah.
Punch in Steel Panther Glory Hole. And go to the lyrics. And we'll go to the chorus and we can sing that bad boy together. For anyone that doesn't know who Steel Panther are, you need to go find out who Steel Panther are. The story about how I found out who Steel Panther were, I was at Soundwave one year and I was just walking around and I looked to my left and I see these big titties on the screen. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yes. I beelined it there and then found out about Steel Panther that day. They are glorious. And now I know you're upset by that, Corey, because you were going to see him.
Yeah, but I seen him at the Soundwave 2014 they were playing at, so still happy.
But that's the one. Oh, I know the social isolation. I know it's getting to you because you can't skate. That the gigs is something that we can't.
The concerts being cancelled just does my
Concerts
head in.
Concerts in UFC being cancelled
It's
does
not
my
even
fucking
UFC,
head in.
Like UFC is annoying because I've got no sport to watch, but like people have activities like football and that. Concerts is literally one of my activities. Like that's what I like to do, and then that's being cancelled. So
I feel like I'm going to keep going to gigs to you until we are in walking frames.
I never stopped going to gigs. Everyone else did. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like Steve rocked up to me, like sent me a message one day. He's like, oh, we got to start going back to gigs. I was like, I never stopped, mate. See you in the mosh pit.
All right. You got lyrics up?
Yeah, let's sing it.
All right. So the chorus, you ready?
Yeah.
Baby, I don't want to know who's sucking my dick today. I'm going to the glory hole. Gonna spend my weekly pay.
Dream about Cheryl cakes.
While the sweet drinks is on my balls. I'm gonna blow my load at the glory hole. Blow my load at the glory hole. Blow my load at the glory hole.
I hope everyone tuned out for that because this is going to be horrendous to listen to.
I think, I can't remember what songs I've done. I believe I've done Westlife, Total Eclipse of the Heart. I've done Michael Bolton, How Can We Be Lovers? So I've gone with the 80s big hits. But just decided to go a bit of Steel Panther here.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, cheers for having me on, man. Enjoy the rest of your Good Friday. Or heaps Good Friday.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's stay on webcam and have some more beers.
Will do.
Everyone out there, have a great day. Thanks, Corey.
All right, stay safe and stay indoors.
I would say you'd like to come on again?
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's do it. All right. Thanks, guys.